The woman was horrified to discover that soft fur had started growing on her back, and her teeth had become unusually sharp. At first, she didn't pay much attention to these changes, but one day, she finally realized she was turning into a dog. That day, she was playing with her son in the park, when suddenly a group of puppies ran up to them. They acted as if they just found one of their own, all excited and friendly. Hannah felt oddly happy, too. She and her son chased the puppies around, and when they were tired, they lay down together on the grass to rest. That night, barking suddenly echoed from outside. She stepped out of the house and saw it was the same dogs from the park, thinking they just wanted to play. Hannah walked toward them, but out of nowhere, they began to attack her. The next morning, she thought it had all been a nightmare, but then her son walked in, holding a dead rat. She rushed outside, and was shocked to find a pile of animal corpses by the front door. That's when it hit her. Last night hadn't been a dream. She had hunted those animals, together with the dogs. Hannah used to be an artist, but after having a child, she gave up her career. The family relied solely on her husband's income, and she stayed home to care for their child. Over time, she lost all enthusiasm for life, but now that she was turning into a dog, she saw a strange new possibility: freedom. Determined to find the truth, she went to the library and asked the librarian if there were any books about women turning into animals. The librarian gave her a puzzled look, but still managed to find her a book with a similar storyline. It described a group of mysterious women in Peru who, after giving birth, would build enormous nests and then transform into giant birds, spending the rest of their lives soaring through the skies. Hannah was captivated. She imagined herself flying freely, her spirit unchained, but her son's voice calling her name snapped her out of the dream. The next day at lunch, her utensils suddenly snapped in half, so she started eating with her hands. Then, to her horror, she found herself leaning over the plate like a dog, tearing at her food with her teeth, and even growling. The stares from the other diners brought her back to her senses. She quickly wiped the food off her mouth. That afternoon, her husband returned from a business trip. She had hoped he would take over watching their son, so she could finally enjoy a proper shower, but instead, he complained that they were out of milk, and scolded her for not keeping the house in order. Furious, Hannah snapped back, accusing him of being an irresponsible father. That night, she opened the strange book again. Outside, the dogs were barking once more. She dropped to all fours and ran outside like a dog. This time, she could feel it. The transformation was complete, and for the first time, she started to enjoy it.
I am